What's up, guys? Should be 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Back with you for an review. This time I'm doing a Royal Rumble 2000 review. Royal Rumble 2000 was held in New York City at MSG Madison Square Garden. So let's get right into it. We start off with Kurt Angle in ring segment. Kurt Angle comes out, says, I'll be here for the night, blah blah blah, and all that other stick. I really don't care about. He calls out his opponent for tonight. His opponent's music hits and ends up being Taz. Your first matchup being Kurt Angle versus Taz. Taz comes out with the victory via his submission or choke or whatever, the Kamatayaki or whatever the freaking move's called, the Taz mission. Then you have the Hardy Boys and a Terry Reynolds interview segment backstage. The Hardys are talking about their tag team tables match against the Dudleys coming next, if I can talk correctly. And Terry is so pumped for them, and the Hardys are just like, whoa, you're not going out with us tonight. So we have the Hardys versus the Dudleys in the first ever tag team tables match. It was a good match. The Hardys come out with the victory. You have an Angle segment come backstage halfway, saying my streak's still intact and blah blah blah. We had a Miss Rumble 2000 segment. That lasted probably 10 minutes too long. Can't remember who was actually in it. All I know is Mae Young won the thing. So. Oh, I thought what I wrote down was WWF Network. It's WWE New York, the restaurant they had in Times Square. They had a coach was there live. There, well, I guess it was live at the time. Jonathan Coachman was live there, doing some stuff there. Then we come into Chris Jericho, China, arguing over who's going to wear out the Intercontinental Championship because they were co-Intercontinental Champions at the time. Then we have the Intercontinental Championship match. We have Hardcore Holly versus Chris Jericho versus China, of course. The Hardcore Holly versus the two Intercontinental Champions. The winner of the match ends up being Jericho. And I wrote still/new because technically he was the undisputed Intercontinental Champion. Then we had a Rock interview segment talking about the Royal Rumble. Then we had your Tag Team Championship match between the New Age Outlaws and the Acolytes, which was a good match. X-Pac comes in and the New Age Outlaws end up picking up the victory. Then we had your semi-main event. This was the main event of the card besides the Rumble. We had Cactus Jack versus Triple H in a street fight for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, which was a good back and forth match. Again, this was 2000, so they hadn't switched to the Ruthless Aggression era yet, but they weren't off the Attitude Era yet. So yeah, Triple H ends up picking up the victory in the street fight, which was awesome. Go watch that match. Go watch this entire pay-per-view on the WWE Network for only $9.99. So then we had another WWF New York segment. Again, really all they had was an interview with Linda McMahon. So then you had the Royal Rumble match, which was actually pretty good. Not the best. Of course, these Royal Rumble matches kind of get pretty slow. Again, wasn't the best match. The Rock ends up picking this victory, as you predicted earlier in his interview segment, which I forgot to mention. So, all in all, this pay-per-view was actually really good. I make it kind of bland, because it's just like, whatever. Plus, I kind of watched this like 3 days ago. So, yeah, watched this last week. So, yeah, I watched. By the time you're watching this, I have watched it last week. So anyway, guys, I would actually give this pay-per-view probably about 4.5 stars out of 5. I'm kind of doing a ranking system. If I was a good editor, I would actually do like something right here, which I may do. Anyway, guys, until next time, guys, I'm HCW1224. I'm a pro wrestling fan, not a fucking unit, not a fucking universe. Thanks for watching. Peace out.